Hey, the Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here telling you that after all these years, there's still only one way to rock.
Whisp Turlington.
Hi, it's Mick Jagger, and you're listening to Whisp Turlington.
I'm Chris, and this is Doug, and we're in Hoobastank.
This is Brian May from Queen, and you're listening to Whisp Turlington.
Hey, it's Zane from Fister, and the only guy I'm listening to in the morning since I came back to life is Whisp Turlington.
This is Dan.
And this is Doug.
We're from the band Hoobastank.
Hi, everybody. This is Huey Lewis.
Oh, yeah, I'm Neil Young, and you're listening to Whisp Turlington.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Will I Am.
This Apple the App.
Fergie. Taboo. And we're the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, it's Paul McCartney, and you're listening to my man Wisp.
Hi, this is Neil Sean from Journey and Steve Perry of Journey.
Wisp Turlington.
Hi, we're the Human League. I'm Susan.
And I'm Philip.
And I'm Joanne.
Yo, what's up? This is R. Kelly.
Hello, this is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hi, this is Rick Wakeman of Yes.
I'm Danny, and I'm the Denim Boy, and we're from Mama's Revenge. And you're listening to Whisp Turlington. Yep.
Hi, this is Roger Daltrey.
Hi, this is Geddy Lee, and you're listening to
Wisp Turlington.
Hey, I'm John Bon Jovi.
It's Richie Sambora.
Oh, wow. This is Owen Wilson, and you're listening to the Whisp Turlington Show. Wow.
Hi, this is Klaus Meine.
Rudolf Schenker.
And Matthias Jabs from the Scorpions.
Yes, this is Tony Banks from my solo classical and I suppose Genesis, and you're listening to the Whisp Turlington Show.
Large upload boy, Mr. Lover. Shaggy,
Hi, this is Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Jimmy Page, Whisp Turlington.
Hi, Steve Miller here.
Hi, rockers. This is Billy Idol.
Oh, hey, man. This is Jersey's own David Bryan, keyboardist from Bon Jovi, and you're listening to the Whisp Turlington Show.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Zenith.
I'm Precious. I'm Trombone Larry.
You can call me Mike. Yeah, this is Cereal Box.
And we're from Chicago, the band.
Hi, this is Keith Richards.
Yo, what's up? This is Robin Thicke.
This is Cocaine Steve from Cocaine Steve and the Queef, and you're listening to Whisp Turlington.
Hi, this is Billy Joel.
The Whisp Turlington Show. Back and better than ever. So I was hanging out with my friend last night. Nick Nolte, Peter Cetera, other guys from Journey, Jason Newsted from Metallica, Dustin Hoffman, come on, you know him, Tom Hanks, but I made him be Forrest Gump the whole time. Wake up, Val Verde, with the greatest radio DJ to ever exist.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
The Whisp Turlington Show. Well, I've always said it's good to rock, and you need someone who's gonna take you through that journey, and there's only one man who can do it, and that's me, Whisp Turlington, with his co-hosts. Oh yeah, check out these clowns. Jeff Garlock.
Idiot.
Greg Lemon Sour.
You know, at a moment like this, I think of my father's last words, which were, "Don't, son, that gun is loaded."
Traffic from Art Spart, and more. Now, here he is, Whisp Turlington. And it's the Whisp Turlington Show. What a great opening. What a great opening, Jeff. Wasn't it good to hear it?
No.
Wasn't it good? It was longer. It was much longer than the last one.
You set me up.
Scotty, you did a great job on it. Keep it coming, Scotty.
He says no, and I'm agreeing with him.
Well,
it is
I
not
don't know
a
what he's
good
saying
job
no about.
because no, you set me up there to say, is it good? No. Is it too long? Yes.
Well, well, it's fantastic. It's good hearing all of my friends. All the guys from Chicago. Really nice to hear those.
It is nice that you got all of the guys from
Chicago. All of the guys. I like hearing every single one of them. All 42 of them. Even the piccolo player.
You know, you get that piccolo player in there, and you know that you've got a good show coming.
You got a good show coming.
I'll give you that much.
Hey, we're out here at the Val Verde Valley Mall. That's why the mics sound different, because we're here on location. Now, Boss Ron has been doing a lot of different things in terms of getting us out there, getting in front of the people. And
you got to get in front of the people.
You got to get in front of the people. I got to say, it's very good to be here. It is a brand new reopening of the Val Verde Valley Mall.
Right, so they are painting as we speak.
They're painting.
If you're hearing banging, You're hearing painting? I mean, literally, and it is loud
If
painting.
you're hearing painting, if you're hearing banging, my favorite song from Mary Poppins.
That's a wonderful song.
That's a really good.
That's the most classic
classic.
rock Disney song.
Oh God, that is rock. When they put out Rock Disney, of course they have that one. Of course they do.
And
But
if you
we're
do
here-
that, you should ask us to curate that because we'll
Oh
definitely
my
curate
God,
Rock Disney
I know
for you.
all the rock songs from every
all the
Disney
rock
film.
songs. Bedknobs and Broomsticks might as well be a metal record.
It should be a
as
metal
far as
record.
I'm concerned.
R.I.P. Angela Lansbury.
R.I.P. Rest in power.
Rest in power.
Angela Lansbury.
The best metal vocalist of all.
One of the best. She's right up there with
time.
Christopher Lee.
Oh, I'm right up there.
I know. Here are the top 3 metal vocalists.
Okay, hit me.
Ronnie James Dio. Of course, that's number 1.
Number 1. Now, who else are you going to say?
Number 2, Angela Bassett.
And you said who?
Angela Bassett. That's
Angela
where I get you.
Bassett. You really fucked me there.
You gotta stay on your toes, which have the angry man
No
going.
idea
Because I'll keep it
it was
going.
gonna be
Number
Angela
3,
Bassett.
Angela Lansbury.
Okay.
And then Christopher Lee. And then of
Christopher
course,
Lee.
Rob Halford.
And then Rob
Those
Halford.
are your top 5
And-
metal vocalists.
And the thing about it is Halford would agree.
Halford would agree.
Halford would
The
agree.
metal god understands you gotta represent
You gotta
Angela
represent.
Bassett. And you gotta represent Angela Lansbury.
So here we are at the Val Verde Valley Mall. Of course, used to be known as Site 24.
Oh.
Because we had a hell of a mutant hawk outbreak out here, didn't we, Jeff?
The holiday spirit was wild.
It was a wild time. Now, we do the hawk trees every year, and we're doing them again today. That's
Of
part
course,
of the
we
reason.
don't need to explain this to you, Valverde, but we
We're
will.
going
You
to
know the
explain
traditions.
it to you. You know the traditions. Maybe you just moved to Valverde, and you don't know what the hawk trees are all about.
People moving to Valverde
People moving to
lately.
a lot of people moving to Valverde. Why?
I think because of the cold.
Do you think it is the cold?
I think that's the thing. A global warming is happening. And the
Oh,
crazy
it's
part
always-
is
yes.
Valverde is the only place in America.
Only place.
Global warming doesn't exist.
Does not exist because it's... Well, I think maybe it does exist.
No, I once saw our senator, Senator Tropenfield.
Oh, my God.
He over there, he was...
What a dick.
He is such a dick. He was wearing a parka, and he had a snowball, and he was eating a snow cone, and he goes, how can this be global warming?
You
And I was
know
like, that's science right there.
That's science.
And so people were like, let's go there, because clearly nothing's going to go wrong.
Senators are my favorite scientists.
Senators are my
They're
favorite
really
scientists.
good at science.
They really, truly are. I mean, you got if you're going to talk to a scientist, talk to a senator. That's
senator.
That's just our motto.
That's just our motto and our bumper sticker, and the hawk trees, of course.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna explain it to you like you're a simple idiot, and
Like
you've
you're
never
a
heard of
big
it.
dummy who just moved in and doesn't
You
understand
just moved to
anything.
Val Verde, and you're a big dumb fuck, and you don't know what is happening in the town that you moved in. Here's how it goes. The hawk trees are going on. Will you be telling me to go faster, Jeff?
No, this finger means
What does that
we are
finger
in the
mean?
holiday spirit.
No, that's you said
but
to
it also
really
means
kick into it.
the hawks are flying around my head as
see,
we speak.
I couldn't understand the warning you were giving me there. So
No warning, just celebration.
So it is a celebration. There are hawks in the sky, literally. And literally, there's a nest right there.
I mean, literally, they're staring at us.
They are literally right there. And it's perfect for the hawk trees. Now, the hawk trees, we put them all throughout the Val Verde Valley Mall. And on each hawk tree is a bunch of names of little kids and all of the gifts that they want for the holidays. Now, these are kids that would probably not have a good holiday if you couldn't reach and grab their name and fulfill that dream. Now, here's the problem. At the top of every hawk tree is a very, very hungry hawk.
Oh, it's so hungry.
So if you can get a name without being mauled, that kid's going to have a great holiday.
And by the way, that's the thing with these hawks. There is no in between. Like, you're
That
either
is the
not
thing.
getting bothered or you're getting mauled. That is it.
It is a 50-50 chance.
real
If you like those
gamble.
odds, if you like those odds,
I like those odds personally.
there are going to be some happy kids.
Because when I go
this
gambling
holiday
too,
season.
that's the other part. When you go to
Right.
the Val Verde casino,
Yes.
oh, it is always just 50-50 odds.
It is.
On everything.
It is.
50-50 odds
See,
on
I'm
food
doing it
poisoning.
too. I'm doing it too.
You're
I'm
just
letting you know.
celebrating.
I mean, oh,
50-50, they're coming
doing
around.
this
Oh,
finger.
watch out. If those hawks don't see you.
They're going to see it. They're
Then
gonna
that
be
little
like,
kid
he's
doesn't
going
get his
for a
present.
name.
He's
Yep.
mauling you.
He's mauling me. Oh
I'm
my
glad
God.
it's back though. I'm glad it's back. Not
I'm
many
so glad.
troubles.
I'm so glad.
I know we had some troubles last time.
Yeah.
I know that they became mutant hawks.
Well, they killed Mikki Mackmack.
They killed Mikki Mackmack.
Speaking of
All
Mikki
right.
Mackmack, he's over by hawk tree number 3. Mickey, what's going on? It's me, Mikki Mackmack. Yeah, we know. We fucking know.
They didn't kill
That's
him
why
for good people.
Maybe they should have. I'm at hawk tree tree number 3. And we're going to be putting the Hawks on top. And I'm lifting it myself.
Oh, Mickey,
no, that is a bad idea. Mickey, okay, we're going to have to walk over to 3 and make sure that's not happening. But first...
yeah, I would stay away from those Hawks.
Here we go, Greg Lemon Sour.
Oh, did I not mention that I'm here as well? Greg Lemon Sour. I'm about to give you a little deep dive, dusty groove on some more of the metal vocalists. I wanted to jump in on that conversation there before.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Number 6.
Okay.
Tom Verlaine from television.
He was not did he even sing?
Did Angela Bassett even sing?
Yes.
You tell me.
Oh, yes, she did.
I'll tell you something, man. This is not a lemon sour opinion. This is a lemon sour fact. Tom Verlaine, top 5 metal vocalists of all time.
Okay, whatever. Glad you're here, Greg.
I don't know.
I kind of wish you wouldn't be here today, but
I'm not positive. I'm glad he's
really,
here. I'm not gonna lie, Greg. That added nothing to the conversation.
Greg, we kind of had our come to Jesus with you a couple weeks ago at the Shetland Creameries when Farmer Dan died.
Wow.
And you were helped there, but you were annoying, so you kind of lost your shine here.
I may have lost my shine, all right, but you can talk to boss manager Ron about my shine, all right? And then I'll ask you the simple question: are we good here? Are we all right? Are we fine?
I honestly don't know how to answer, nor do I want to. But hey, I'm putting my finger in the air and I'm doing a little circle with it to move things along.
Yeah,
we're
doing a double. The Hawks are starting to come down, though.
There we go. Everybody knows it's a hell of a time, and it's a hell of a time at the VAL VERDE Valley Mall on 108.9 The Hawk. Of course, we're doing our good morning welcome. It is, we haven't said the fucking time yet. It is 7:07.
It is. I can't believe it's only 7:07.
I can't believe it.
Does it feel like we've been at the mall for...
Wow.
Here's a question I actually want to ask you before we get to our guests. Because we've got some amazing guests.
Oh, my God. We got the best guests.
We got the best guests. We just get the best guests. We get the best guests
on the Whisp Turlington Show.
But here's my question. Does it feel like time doesn't move at a normal pace now in the VAL VERDE Mall?
What, post-Halloween or just mall?
I think ever since the reopening here.
I will say it does kind of feel like time has
sometimes
still
it feels
here.
Stops, and sometimes it feels like it goes by like we're in one of those interstellar planets.
See, the weird thing is when, of course, the Mutant Hawks, Krog was the leader of the Mutant Hawks.
Of course.
And
former Mayor Krog, given the respect.
And when he vanished, the rest of the Hawks vanished, and, we didn't know if they'd be back.
I'm starting to worry that they also took away our normal movement of time in this mall.
It could be the movement of time that they took away. I'm also starting.
One of my favorite YA novel series, by the way, The Movement of Time. 25 books, and they get better. They get better
because it is the movement of time.
The movement of time. That's life.
Yeah.
Really. That's the thing. What people don't realize.
The last book in the Movement of Time series is called "How Old Are You Now?"
Yeah.
And
you really got a question.
And you're like, well, I started this series when I was 73.
Yeah.
I am now 78.
Welcome to my deathbed.
Movement of time.
Yeah.
But hey, speaking of movement of time, how about this guest? How about that seg?
That's why
Scotty, was that a good seg?
I gotta say, I complained about that long intro, but you are still sometimes the best in the biz.
I am the best in the biz, and we've got the best in the biz. Comedic actor extraordinaire, Griffin Newman. Griffin, thank you for coming out here to the mall.
Hi, thank you for giving me the security clearance. I've been holding my tongue for a little bit here on the intro.
Hold your tongue.
Professional. That's why he's a professional.
Tongue Holders was my favorite Angela Bassett song.
I'm sorry. This is where I want to interject, and you guys are at least by title. Experts in this field more than I am.
By title completely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Radio DJ.
Purveyor of dusty grooves over here.
Yeah.
I love television. I think Marky Moon's one of the all-time great albums.
Oh, shit, Greg. Oh, shit.
I gotta tell you something over here. This is not a Greg Lemon Sour opinion. This is a Greg Lemon Sour fact.
Okay.
I like Newman over here.
Now, I have never really considered him to be on the metal spectrum.
All right, this is a different Greg Lemon Sour opinion.
Right, this is I'm trying to couch
it's in a Greg Sour Lemon opinion and a fact.
Okay,
I'm not liking
you don't like
this guy anymore.
It's no offense to Tom Verlaine, who is perhaps one of my favorite rock frontmans, but I don't think of that as a metal voice. And I guess I'm asking this so I can be schooled, so you can explain.
All right, are we good here? Are we all right here? Are we fine here?
Okay, I'm just
look. The deal is Tom Verlaine, one of the best proto post punk metal singers ever.
How many? Could you get a few more P words in there?
Sub is the other part. That's where it throws you off. All right, he is a proto pre-punk sub post metal singer and the number one in the biz, and you have to recognize that. All right,
yeah.
So you're putting him in sort of like a Jonathan Richman, Modern Lovers spectrum of like it's on the family tree.
If you want to be pedantic like that, sure, we can put him in the Richmond category.
Wow, this is really good. Scotty, we've really gone off the rails here.
I was asking so I could be educated. I was asking so I could be educated.
Yeah, if you're gonna get educated, you're gonna want to come into Lemon Sour. That's a fact. All right.
I feel like I just got schooled. Yes.
Yeah, if you want to get educated, you're gonna come into Lemon Sour.
And at Lemon Sour, how about you just shut up for a couple minutes? All right, can we
let us intro our guest? You piece of shit. My God.
And to be clear, like Bassett, Lansbury, the rest of that list, I have no objection to. Verlaine was just the one I bumped on.
Yeah, me too.
All right, agree to disagree. Okay, I'm gonna be over here with my feral raccoons. All right.
I really enjoyed the Angela Bassett version of Holy Diver from Aladdin.
Yes.
Oh. Now that was a good one.
That was a good one.
You can see those stripes because you know he's clean, and you know that it's the stripes of that tiger from Aladdin.
But the Robert Williams voice throughout the entire song, where he was just doing all the impressions that you never asked for. Oh. It's the best. It's the best. It's quality.
Yeah. Speaking of impressions and voices, you do some impressions and voices. My paper says here.
Thank you so much for the.
You got a paper.
That's the thing with
the clean seg here. You got papers. You got clean segs. Of course I'm here at the Val Verde Mall.
Val Verde Valley Mall.
I'm sorry, the Val Verde Valley Mall.
All right, you want to be going to that.
The painters even stopped and looked.
Exactly. Val Verde Mall is a dead mall.
That's a dead mall.
That has a chess club that's open for half hour once a week.
Yeah,
that is all they've got.
And the rest of it is Turlington Manor, where I live.
A too soon point here. But I am the voice of Pip the Chipmunk in the new Disney Plus original film Disenchanted, which this, of course, is part of the.
Does your paper say that? I did not.
This is the press tour.
Masters of the Universe Orco. Nipsey. What the heck is that? I don't even know.
You know,
that was a mod team on UCB. That's interesting.
In fact, moved to not a weekend team, but we had a regular sort of slot for.
Yeah, it says here one of the most important moves for sketch comedy at Price Citizens Brigade, New York. That's interesting, but it doesn't say anything about Disenchanted.
3 years, which doesn't sound like a long run, but within UCB actually is a long.
Yeah, that's UCB Val Verde. That is not a long run.
So since you've come to town, have you gone over as a famous alum to UCB Val Verde? Have they asked you to come by yet? Or
they have not. This has been a whirlwind tour.
Of course it is.
This film Disenchanted. It's primarily a live action film. It's a sort of riff. It's a funny riff on the classic Disney fairy tale animated films we know.
So you're in the movie as a real human being.
No, well, see, here's the rub.
Here's that Disney magic.
Scotty. You got it. This thing doesn't even have it on there, and he is not a human being.
And I did not get a paper, Scotty.
Yeah, print out one of those.
I need
fax
one
it
of
over.
those.
It's got some real movie stars, Amy Adams. And,
I love her from Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Kind of her breakout.
That was a really good.
Talladega Nights.
Ooh, Talladega Nights.
The one that people usually say. She's very good in that.
Talladega Nights.
Oh my God.
Yeah, one of my faves.
Patrick Dempsey, Mr. McDreamy, Dr. McDreamy himself.
See, I thought that was the guy from Dallas. I was getting it.
No, you would know. He's the guy from Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't Buy Me Love.
He's a nerd. He's also in another.
He's the nerd.
He's in a sequel called the Lawnmower Nerd. He's also in a sequel called Lover Boy.
Okay.
And to give you a little hint, don't order a pizza with anchovies, or he'll try to fuck you.
You know what? That's a bit of like a public safety announcement. People are not warned enough.
That is don't order
a pizza with anchovies.
Hold on, let's do the.
Okay, do it. People of Val Verde, do not order a pizza with anchovies, or Patrick Dempsey will try to fuck you.
All right, we're back.
Thank you for bringing that important
alert.
So they're the face stars, if you will, of the movie in front of lenses, and then I, in this live action film, play a little animated character.
Oh, you're like a little thing. What are you?
Little chipmunk.
Little chipmunk.
I love a chipmunk.
Like Alvin.
Yes.
Simon?
Chip, Dale, Simon, Theodore. Theodore, yes. The one I always liked the most.
You said Dale, but who is that?
Of Chip and Dale.
Oh, you have to
Chip and Dale's.
I said Chip,
I went
Space
to
Dale.
Chip and Dale's once. I got tricked, and it was just not what I was looking.
Not that. Just I got to.
You're
Disney
talking like
Chestnuts.
Keep it clean.
Chestnuts is our.
That's our Chip and Dale's, and that is a classy place.
It's a wonderful
classy place.
Yeah.
You know that you can roast your own nut. Did you bring any nuts to roast? Do you have any like chestnuts or your chipmunk? Do you have any
did not know. I should have. This would be a funny little.
That would be nice.
Funny little press.
You could, because you can roast them. You could go over there and roast them right behind.
Chestnuts?
Chestnuts.
And every Tuesday they've got a buffet, and they'll have Uncle Petruccio's helium meats there as well. It's a meat. It just floats to the sky.
So what? It's sort of a beefcake bar with an open flame. Is that the idea?
They're more normal guys too. That's the other part.
Okay.
They're not really beefcakes. They're just kind of like your average Joe.
But the open flame part of the appeal of this place is the idea that you roast your own nuts when you're there.
Here's the thing.
That doesn't sound like part of the appeal.
I'm charmed by this. I've never heard of this.
You go in, you see, you got you've heard of Thunder from Down Under, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So this is just like Thunder from Down Under. You sit down, you watch a show.
This is like a light squall from Val Verde.
You watch a show. It's usually to Black Velvet by Alana Miles.
Okay.
On loop, you can hear it for miles from there.
It's truly the only song they can dance to.
Making her money though, I'll tell you that.
And then when it's over, they say goodnight, and you're like, well, shit, I've still got some time. Let's roast these chestnuts I've had in my pockets the whole time I watched the show.
Of course, you're always going over there with chestnuts in your
Most people wait until post-performance, post-check drop to start roasting nuts.
They're like, I got some time. It's usually a real I got some time situation.
I thought this was maybe like a Hooters thing where you're enjoying both at the same time.
God,
have
I
a
wish.
wing, admire a waitress.
I wish.
But this is you watch the show respectfully, and then when the show is done,
you show it your honor.
You turn out your pockets and start roasting your nuts.
When the first loop of Black Velvet ends, you clap. And then it's Black Velvet, and then it goes right back into it.
It's starting again.
You know it's starting again.
Joe the Plumber's showing up.
Yep.
And it is the actual Joe the Plumber.
It is the real Joe the Plumber.
Is he a regular, or is he sort of in a guest rotation?
He comes in
It's
if
a
he's
guest
campaigning
rotation.
for something.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's usually political.
Gotcha.
Some fucked up political thing.
We try to keep the politics out of chestnuts.
Right.
But we can't. We do have to take a quick break, but we're going to talk more about this movie we're all excited about.
I can't wait to talk about this chipmunk.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, it's very funny.
Speaking of chipmunks, did you know that a real chipmunk was a member of this band? That's right. Oop, nope. Here we go. No, I don't want the intro. No, I don't want the intro, Scotty. Fast forward. Scotty. Oh, yeah, it's a Guess Who on 108.9 The Hawk.
Hi, I'm Brad Shankson, and I have two loves in my life. The hard rock supergroup Bad Company and delicious, delicious fudge. Well, what if the two greatest things in the world were merged together into one fantastical mess? Well, query no further, as I, Brad Shankson, am opening the Bad Company Fudge Company. Are you ready for fudge? Oh, baby, I am ready for fudge. Delicious, delicious fudge combinations, accompanied by names that are whimsical turns on famous Bad Company songs, like Feel Like Making Fudge, Can't Get Enough of Your Fudge, Good Fudging Gone Bad, Ready for Fudge? Fudge Me Somebody, Rock and Roll Fudgecy, and Shooting Star, Fudge. I can't get enough of your fudge. Can't get enough of my fudge. Brad Shankson's fudge. So come on down to the Bad Company Fudge Company, located right down here in Val Verde, on the corner of Paul Rogers Avenue and Boz Burrell Way. Come for the fudge and stay for the magical world of Bad Company. that you will enter that will make you realize that they are the greatest band that ever existed. And if you think anything different, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Feel like making fudge for you. So come on down.
Here's what people are saying about 108.9 The Hog.
Oh, yeah, they fucking rule.
They're okay.
They're my favorite radio station. Caw. That's a hawk sound, right?
108.9 The Hog.
My wife, Franny, has been making lemonade in Val Verde for well on 30 years, but she's still too shy to do these radio commercials. So she asks me, Carl, would you mind doing the radio commercial for me? And of course, I don't mind. I kind of like the attention. So come on down to Franny's Lemon Party for the coldest lemonade and the hottest lemon party this side of Slayer Gulch. My wife Franny is the happiest when our store gets just so packed with visitors and suddenly it's just one big steaming lemon party, and you gotta cool that down with some ice cold lemonade. Just slurp it down and you're good to go until you're ready for another go at the lemon party. We're always at the store, just squeezing lemons left and right, juice all over our faces. It can become quite a mess. But Franny won't let us stop because to her, the lemon party never ends. So come on down, would you? Franny's Lemon Party, Hog Street. Let's get sticky, y'all.
You know what? It's really sad that the band got really famous and made a lot of money after Bon Scott got them to that place.
Keeps me up at night.
Oh, it keeps me up at night. AC/DC Back in Black right here on 108.9 The Hog. The Whisp Turlington Show live from the Val Verde Valley Mall. Oh my God, the excitement.
Feeling festive.
Oh, it's just running through all of my veins. I have 3 of them. They're just all full of excitement right now.
I mean, just so fun. I mean, but how can you not be excited?
How can you not
it
be
was
excited?
Like 1 week after Halloween.
Right.
Boom. Those hawk trees started going up.
Those hawk trees. The moment we gave out the last piece of candy.
What? The minute the alarm went off through all of Val Verde, and it was piercing. Woke the children up if they were falling asleep already.
It was piercing. We do have to go. Mikki, how is tree 3 going out there for you? It's me, Mikki Mackmack. Okay, we get it.
Just introed you.
I'm at tree number 3, and we're putting all the saddest names on the tree. For example, I've got Jeff Garlock is going on the tree.
Okay.
And it's going up, and he has asked for a home. Yeah. So if you, Jeff,
I didn't
put that in there.
Mikki, I didn't fill anything out. Did you put that up there?
I didn't write it.
Well, this sounds like, Greg, did you do that? Yeah,
okay,
I think you're going to find a whole bunch of Jeff Garlock eggs up there, all right?
Are they all Jeff Garlock?
Hey, a lemon sour never tells, okay?
Oh, my God. Mikki, clean the tree if you can. I will, but there are 2 hawks on top of the tree.
Oh, no.
And they're looking at me. Yeah. Hello, hawks, it's me.
No, Mikki,
don't tell them.
To them. This is how the trouble started last time.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
We got to get over to tree number 3 sometime soon. But first, we got to talk to our guest.
Yeah, you got to set your priorities. We got to set
priorities.
I was going to say, I have 3 more malls to hit after this.
Oh, my God.
So I just want to...
So you're on a huge junket here then, huh?
Well, I was sort of saying this live action animated hybrid movie, and there is a bit of a class strata within the entertainment industry. So there is Amy Adams, Patrick Dempsey, James Marsden, Maya Rudolph.
Patrick Duffy.
Yeah, Dempsey is the one in the
Duffy's
movie
not
I'm
in this.
No.
Did
they're
you guys
doing a
ask
junket.
him?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
The weird thing. Okay, so you've got Patrick Dempsey.
Right, it's a sequel, and
you've
he was in
Patrick
the first
Duffy,
one,
and you've got Cyclops is in this.
Cyclops is in this. Yeah,
Cyclops is in the playing Cyclops.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Patrick Duffy was the original voice of Cyclops in that weird X-Men cartoon that came out in the early 90s.
That is a fun fact.
Wow.
He also was the
been in
body
this.
shaping for the video game.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Nintendo.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
so he's not in this.
James Marsden and Patrick Dempsey are. Jason Marsden and Patrick Duffy are not.
So that's like the first tier of publicity right there.
There you go.
You're in that one, right?
Well,
you got to clear that up.
Because you're coming to Val Verde. You got to be
they're
number one,
in
right?
LA press junket, Tonight Show, sort of.
Sure, all the
they're doing
secondary secondary markets like LA,
right.
New
And then
York,
they
everywhere
have-
you go when you run out of places to talk to.
The voice actors are on a bit of a. It's more of like a Tiffany style mall tour. So obviously
pretty good.
doing this, doing Beechwood, Ohio Town Center.
Oh wow!
Downtown
That's a hell of a
Valencia.
Beechwood.
Battle Mountain, Nevada.
Battle Mountain, Nevada.
And just sort of getting out here, pressing the flesh, doing local radio.
Of course.
You know, that's what you do. That's what you do. You come out here, you get on a morning show.
Right.
You talk about how fantastic your movie is. Now, is your movie even playing at the Val Verde Cinemadrome?
Oh, good question.
It is. It's a Disney Plus exclusive.
Wow. So it's not even at the Cinemadrome because Keanu Reeves was here.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he was here for his movie.
Yeah. No, he's a big star. He's really.
And
kind
we
of
had him on, and he was
experiencing a
fantastic
career
because
renaissance. No,
he was like, "Let's all go to the Cinemadrome afterwards."
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'll pay for you guys to watch it. So
yeah, that's cool.
I kind of hope that maybe we would do something like that today.
No,
I would imagine if you're again on this first tier public. Wait, you're not first tier publicity.
Is this second tier?
Second tier publicity.
Third?
I would imagine second tier publicity. Disney's going to be like,
I'd say second tier. I think
Let's
is
pay for that.
above the line crew, and then voice acting is third tier.
Third tier.
But yeah, this is a streaming exclusive. It's fun. You get to watch it at
wow.
home on your own time. And
oh wow,
on my time.
Yes. No crying babies or texting teens unless you have those in your home. Obviously,
I do. I don't have a home currently, so yes, I do sometimes have crybabies.
But yeah, no theaters, just straight onto the old app, which is
The old app.
great for residuals.
I remember in his later days, I would hang out with Orson Welles, good friend of mine.
Yes,
and he would say Wisp. And then he wouldn't say anything for a second.
He had trouble talking towards the end.
He'd kind of catch his breath.
He was on a respirator, I think.
And then he would say, one day there's going to be an app, and there's going to be a lot of... And then he was gone.
Wow.
Yeah,
How do you think he was going to finish that sentence?
I have no idea.
Orson Welles
positive
predicting Disney
I think
Plus.
it was Wells Plus.
I think it was probably Wells Plus.
It was Wells
It's
Plus.
just nothing but the F is for fake.
Other Side of the Wind origins.
Oh, yeah.
The Magnificent Ambersons, but colorized and...
Yeah, Magnificent Ambersons and Sons would have been a fun, that's sort of a next generation
God, I wish
legacy.
I mean, you heard it first. You heard it here first.
You heard it
here first. Orson Welles predicted the streaming revolution.
He did.
Yeah. He loved IP, Orson.
Oh my God.
I think of him more than anything as a world creator. You know, he created these great IP universes that we can all
call
mine.
IP.
Yes.
You know, Robert Altman got the Popeye movie, but Orson Welles wanted it first.
Interesting. Yes.
And he wanted to do it.
I heard his take was more castor oil forward, right? He was more into sort of thimble theater kind of.
Very thimbleful.
That was why he got fired. Is he didn't even have
slipped.
Popeye in his draft.
No.
Popeye did not.
No.
He said we save him for the sequel.
And he had the band Steppenwolf in for a good 40 minutes, playing the longest version of the Pusher.
And it was wonderful.
And it was wonderful.
Yeah,
They did a set.
It was kind of like the Star Wars Holiday Special, where you just stopped for Jefferson Starship. Narratively, just dead end. Stop for them for let them do a little.
That would have been great. I mean, if Orson Welles had done Popeye, maybe I could have understood one line of dialogue in that movie.
Yeah, because
but
again,
it's an interesting artistic choice. I think
it
in
is
that
a choice
film,
to
make
have
it
everyone on
incomprehensible.
floating audio and then have everyone also babble in a weird voice the whole time. So it makes it really hard, especially if you got a hearing problem.
But also, it's very good because you have Robin Williams, and he's doing all of his celebrity impressions as Popeye the whole time. You don't know why. You don't know why.
You don't know why.
You have no clue. It's
have
just
no
like
idea why.
Aladdin. And then, wow.
You know what I'm realizing? Speaking of technical, the nice part about this, so your movie is on a streaming app.
A streaming app.
Now
So
that means that you're going to see it in the best quality possible, and the audio will always be perfect, right?
I'm holding up my phone so I could see it on this.
Yeah, you could, and I'm sure it would look perfect. There'll be little logos that say, like, you know, Dolby Vision. And
that's nice.
Dolby Atmos surround, and I'm sure if you're watching it on a phone, you are actually, in fact, getting that full technological service and not some reduced, buffered version of it.
I've looked at some TVs lately. Some
Sure.
in Valverde Electronics. That's of course Stan Electronics.
Stan Electronics, you piece of shit. Stan, I can't believe you. The fact that you came back to life and came back into our lives.
Thought you were decapitated and that would be done, but then I got to see those freaking TVs. But like, I was watching stuff on stream and it was beautiful. It's like the darks were so dark.
It looks perfect.
I couldn't see anything, and I was like, "That's what I think the filmmaker wants."
I put the brightness all the way to the top, and I still can't see Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That is what the filmmaker wants as well. Is they want you to have to use your settings to adjust for every different show you watch and still never find a sweet spot.
We're the best engineers in this country.
Oh,
you know, I think we
100%.
can control what movies look like and what they sound like because I like. And tell me if this happens in your movie. Will my ears blow out?
No. Spoilers. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
Fast forward 5 seconds on this terrestrial land.
I'm going to plug my ears. I'm going to plug my ears.
In fact, I think we've done something here that's really exciting because we really have listened to the fans and tried to give them what they want. Some scenes absolutely will blow out your eardrums, and then the next scene will be inaudible without you adjusting the volume at all.
Piercingly low is how I like my dialogue. And that's what I'm thinking. Orson Welles predicted this.
Oh my God. He said,
Orson Welles and Robert Altman
he was saying
this.
he was in his bed.
I mean, I'm getting the sense I'm with some like-minded individuals here. I think
you
we
like
all,
cinema.
Yeah, and I think we all hate physical media. The tyranny of physical
Orson's
media.
Still talking. Sorry to interrupt you, Orson. That was maybe the sound of his iron lung.
And then he said billiards. And we were all just like, what the fuck?
Was he talking about money or was it
Billiard Plus? Yeah. I was just going to say the tyranny of physical media, I think we finally gotten out from under that
tyrants.
Yes. And
tyrants.
Now we finally get to watch things in the best quality possible.
It seems like you're getting out from under the tyranny of normal publicity.
Right. That's a great way to think think
You know, because everyone, it's always been so, it seems like hooked on, I got to go to L.A. to talk to people. I got to go to where the industry is. And I don't even know what the industry is. This is just things like
the industry.
This is things I've heard on various like Showtime television shows.
I mean, I really think of myself as an artist first and foremost. That's why I've gone to the business to tell stories. You know, at the end of the day, I think I'm no different than the caveman sitting around the fire telling the first tale.
You mean the TV show?
Yes, I think I'm no different than Nick Kroll on the ABC one season.
That was wonderful.
That's like a career achievement to make. So you sit there and you have a manager. You ask your manager, and you're like, "Can I just want to get Kroll in caveman level?" And then they're like, "Don't need to say anymore."
Well, look, we all work towards that, and that's the North Star. If you get there, but the gifting suites, the kind of the luxury hotel rooms, those things I find distract from the art. I love to be here with the common man, actually telling the tale of the film.
I don't know the common man. I mean,
pressing the flag. Not you. I'm saying But you're here. I sort of was led to believe there would be people here to
No, I mean, there will be.
There should be people at the mall. It seems.
I know you guys are press.
Yeah, 707.
707 here.
Wait, this was a sort of promoted meet and greet event.
Has time stopped completely? It seems like it.
Well, it does seem like that.
Have we gone backwards?
Maybe? It does feel like if we.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going by Honda mechanics rules.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Whisp Turlington Show on 108.9 The Hawk. We're here with our guest, Griffin Newman.
Yeah.
He plays Chet the Chipmunk.
Pip the Chipmunk.
Chip the Flip.
Pip the Chipmunk.
Pip the
Chipmunk.
The Chipmunk.
Now,
Chip the Pimp Monk. Great.
When they were planning this whole media tour, they were like, can you fly yourself to Valverde?
They did. It was a bit of a local hire situation, you know, and a new hire locally for each of the locations. But I just, I love getting out here and meeting the fans.
So you flew into Verde International.
Running through a lot of points, I thankfully had a little bit of a mileage.
You've got to have, there's 4 layovers to get to Valverde. I don't know why they have not figured out that flight pattern.
Indirect
flight, JetBlue.
But
direct flight.
Or
JetBlue, come here. Instead, we just got Spirit.
The blessing in disguise, though, I mean, of course, with all the layovers, is that I'm able to pop in and do some meet and greets at sort of Hudson Books locations. Hit up some
Hudson
of the
Books.
Yeah. Innovation
and bookstore. We've got here
books, thousands. We've got here
books.
Yes.
We've got all the old.
I was talking more like airport newsstand kind of thing, but those as well.
Those are all in Valverde. You must have just flown through. Those are all in Valverde.
Innovation is that that store that sells headphones for people who realize they forgot their headphones.
Oh,
Right
well,
before
the store here is just called Fucking Idiot.
Yeah. Right.
Where it's got
It is
it's got
overpriced and they do
earbuds.
not work,
Yeah,
but they work great for streaming.
We got you, asshole.
Yeah, we got you.
Now that's their sister store on the other side of
What are
the
you going to do?
airport.
Sit in this plane in silence?
Yeah,
exactly.
Sit alone with your own thoughts?
And that was a
we don't
long
think so.
title, and I can't believe they went with it, but it
I
works
tell you what.
because I buy headphones every
Oh my
goddamn
God.
time.
Every time.
I went to Val Verde International Airport the other day, which
Doesn't
is very
go
weird.
internationally.
It doesn't go internationally, but they still in the
legally
title.
they can do that.
Still in the title.
It's one of the nicest things about headphones getting smaller and smaller and more expensive as time goes on. Where it's,
oh God!
You know? But sorry, I interrupted.
Just put
you.
it in my ear.
Yes.
Like just put it down in there. Like
full installment. Let's just get it surgically implanted.
Like when that guy Chekhov, was it Chekhov?
It was Chekhov.
That guy, he got the earwig in his hair.
Sure.
And I put it if there's
Star Trek 3.
The
Wrath of God.
My favorite Star Trek 4.
Oh, that you're talking that Chekhov. Okay.
Yeah, is there another Chekhov?
Was there another Chekhov?
The dramatist. I was thinking.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Never heard of that.
Does
guy.
he have a book at B. Dalton?
He might.
Does he have
might.
a book at Books of Thousands?
I mean, yeah.
Does he have a book at Walden Books?
Yeah, once again, I mean, these things are basically dependent on who's decided to
they
sell
have
off
all
their
the books there, as far as I'm
recently.
concerned.
I was just going to say, the last time I went to Fucking Idiot, the nice thing about Fucking Idiot is that it's very much like, you know, that place called Dick's Last Resort where you go and you buy you buy your little headphones.
Yeah.
And
They
look
say
you-
they're little. They're just yelling at you
they,
right
look,
away.
they look you right in the eye.
Yeah.
And they say, "You fucking idiot."
Right.
And I'm like, well, that's on me.
Yeah.
I knew what I was getting into.
That's on me. And then they make fun of the size of my ears, and that's it. I'm out.
Are they equity technically, the employees there? Because I know sometimes some of those Dick's Last Resort, Jekyll and Hyde places where it is a little bit of
equity.
Gotta be equity.
Yeah, no, these are actors.
These are big time
because
actors.
it is material. There is dialogue.
That could be a gig for you.
I put in certainly in all these stops I've tried to drop off my resume anywhere.
That's a good plan.
Ooh,
Every
that's
time
a
you
good
go on
plan.
this press junket, you stop off at a Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah.
Any press junket that is worth its weight in gold is one where you have to go around.
Yes.
And you do your spots, but then you also drop resumes.
Yeah.
At the
Because you know what they say about working actors?
What do they say about
They gotta work.
They gotta work.
They gotta work.
They
You know what
gotta
they
work.
also say? A gig's a gig.
A gig's a gig.
You know what they also say?
What do they also
What are you,
say?
a fucking idiot? That's what they say.
They say that when you're at fucking idiots.
Did I just buy a USB adapter? We're having a good time
We're
here.
having a good time, yeah.
On the
This
Whisp
is fun.
Turlington Show. I mean, you're here for the grand opening of the mall. There's literally fucking nobody here.
This is a reopening. This isn't.
707.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a reopening.
Okay.
Because we had mutant hawks everywhere last year. This was designated as Site 24 by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
That's the U.S. government.
That's the U.S. I mean, there are other governments, but ours is U.S.
That's what we use in Val Verde.
And so it's nice to see this open. We've got an Orange Julius again.
course,
We've got an Auntie Anne's. We've got an Uncle Anne's.
Yeah.
Which is really that's Uncle Andy, and he's not making pretzels.
Here's a
He's
fun
making
fact.
jerk-off jokes.
Here's a fun fact. I don't know if you guys do like fun fact. I know you did the lemon sour fact or fiction.
Do we love fun facts here?
Did someone call my name? Lemon
Jesus.
Sour is back, all right? Are we good here? Are we fine, Wisp? Are we okay?
Scotty, just do your bit. Just do your bit, please. Please, just do your bit.
Oh my God! I think we've lost lemons. I think we've lost.
You don't even know who you are.
Sorry,
I'm
losing over
so
here.
bored. I am so bored by all of your facts. He's going to tell us something about fucking television.
No, I was not going to talk about that. I was talking to my good friend Griffin Newman.
Yeah.
Griffin, what did you have to say to lemon sour?
Just that I have the same birthday as Auntie Anne's pretzels.
Oh,
Wait a second.
That right there is a lemon sour fact right there.
Wait, shut the fuck up, Greg.
Yeah.
I could play some blues guitar to that one.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Sure.
Is it Auntie Anne?
You know, that's a great question. I think there's a lot of debate in this area.
Everybody's debating this.
Auntie
debating, all
Anne,
the politicians.
if it's Auntie Anne, or if you're
Auntie
combining. Is it
Anne.
Auntie Anne? Is it Auntie Anne?
One pretzel at Auntie Anne, please.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a dealer's choice, you know.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, but
That's a
you know,
dealer's choice,
because
right?
we're sort of connected in this birthday thing, I try to put some
oh my God,
elegance on that name.
Well,
Yeah.
Disney sent me some questions I have to ask you here,
Okay,
which is
yeah,
really good.
Yeah.
Rules are rules.
Yeah,
We're
we
going to
got
ask
the
a few of
script.
these
We got the
questions.
talking points here.
Finally, Scotty texted me something here. Question number one. How much fun?
Oh, it's so much fun. You know, I mean,
now they aren't saying specifically about the movie. They're just saying how much fun.
Yeah, how much fun should we be having just in life?
You know, I think you want to mix work and play. You know, so all fun. It can be a bad thing if you're not balancing it out with some vegetables. I think you want to have, I'd say like 50% fun at any given point in time.
Oh my God, a real check-off over here.
You're a real check-off.
Yeah, a real check-off over here.
I've got a earwig in my ear, Captain. Question two.
Yes.
How do...
Are you sure that I'm just...
it says Disney Press.
Disney.com.
Disney Press.
But does it maybe say, like, loading rest of email body? Or
it
is
does
this...
not.
No,
It literally says questions for Grendel Newman.
Griffin. And I was shocked how the body had almost nothing in it. Like, it really was just like
it says,
the most bare bones email. And you would think Disney would have a little more pomp and circumstance.
I'm just wondering if this is like a cropping issue, if you're maybe zoomed in on the...
No, Scotty, send me the original.
It just feels like we're like 2 or 3 words into a question.
How do here.
I just got the original from Scotty. It says question number 2 for Grendel. How to.
Sure.
Yeah.
How do.
I got how to.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
How
about, take that as a two-parter, how do and how to.
That's an A and a B. I'm putting my finger in the air because I'm hoping the Hawks don't come by.
How do. It's a pretty basic human sort of body function. You want to keep yourself nourished, and then that is how to eventually do, in my experience. You will produce a do at some point as the end result of...
Interesting.
That's interesting. That's all I got from Disney.
Yeah. I got a few more.
That's the full... you have a few more.
Oh, wait. I got one. It just says vinyl.
Yeah.
Griffin Newman, question to you.
Uh-huh.
Vinyl.
On this Disney press junket.
Press junket. For
talking about Pip the Pimp Squirrel.
Pimp.
Chipmunk.
For the movie Disenchanted.
Yeah.
Our question to you, Griffin Newman. Vinyl.
Yeah, I kind of I had asked to avoid this subject on the press tour just because it is it's a sensitive and volatile one. But I guess while we're here, the Vinyl, the HBO original series.
I don't know. This is what Disney said. I don't know.
Talking about
it was pretty recently.
I never watched. Did anyone watch that?
No, in fact,
I watch that?
I don't think you watched that.
People didn't watch it in such staggering numbers.
I think you were a consultant on it.
I did consult, but I never answered.
Did Whisp Turlington consult on Vinyl?
He did. Yeah.
Didn't watch it.
No, that seemed to be basically the story with most of the HBO execs as well. No, the show was in fact so dramatically unwatched that it recently has become a tax write-off.
Interesting.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Got to pay for all that cocaine in it. There was a lot of cocaine in that. Did you suggest that?
When I consulted, I said, it's got to be real.
It's got to be real, so you got to have people running through punk alleys when a punk show gets out, screaming on top of a car while you're doing a bunch of blow.
A lot of that. It was a subtle show. It was a subtle, nuanced show that I think was a little ahead of its time.
You know, I did watch the trailer, and that's all I watched, but I did think, this is a subtle show.
I sat and I watched the dailies with my good friend Mick Jagger.
Yeah,
of course.
And he would always say, look at that. Look at Grendel go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think his name's Griffin. He's like, Grendel is doing it all right. And everyone going to watch this one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody's probably going to watch this one.
Yeah.
And then they didn't.
Yeah, they basically, I from how I understand it, they recently did a sort of like numbers check, and they realized the money it was costing them to print and mail 45-cent residual checks was costing more than the show brought in on HBO Max. So it's now been unlisted.
Ain't that how it goes?
Ain't that how it goes?
So you can't get it anywhere.
Physical media, unfortunately, which is unbecoming. I mean, we all want to be free of that. But
Orson Welles predicted no more physical media.
So you might be able to go to Books A Million and find a vinyl Blu-ray, but I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
I wouldn't do that either.
Yeah. Okay, I do have another question here.
Sure.
We have to go to break, and then we'll have a couple more questions.
Great.
It says, why so bulky?
Wow.
I don't think it's talking about anybody in general, but it's... Did you have a bulky experience on this movie?
Were you wearing a bulky suit?
No, I mean, once again, I'm just sort of voiceover, so it was really a kind of...
But you probably dressed like a little squirrel.
Were they
no,
like...
chipmunk.
Could you put the squirrel costume on?
Right, Pip the chipmunk.
Pimp the squirrels.
No, you kind of just sort of, shirt and jeans.
So not bulky.
I did a voice for the Lion King once.
Oh, yeah.
And
wow. The movie?
Yeah, I was Scar's brother, Blarg.
Yeah.
And he had 2 lines.
Okay.
And when I went in there,
Elton John was like, "Where's your cat costume?"
Good question.
And I said, "That's a very good question, Sir Elton John."
It's amazing how many icons you've crossed paths with.
I literally, he's my good. He's probably my good best friend.
Yeah.
And so I immediately go out. They have the Blarg costume hanging. I put it on.
This was for the animated movie, the 94.
This is for the animated and live action.
You were doing both of this? You did the Favreau and
Disney
the...
Prep.
Okay.
Yep. Disney Prep.
Yeah, Favreau was there.
And that movie is very much live action. Go on.
Well, I came back for the live action, and Favreau was just like, "Man, that cat suit is money."
Sure, yeah.
He's like, "You look so good in that."
That's a good line.
You're going to get some sweet babies tonight. And I was like, it just rubs everywhere.
Get some sweet babies.
Vegas, baby. Actually.
It rubs everywhere.
rubs
I have never been
on
as
you?
chafed as
You're
I've
saying?
been doing
Wow.
those 2 lines in the cat costume
Yeah.
for Blarg for the Lion King. But it was good. And
But
I
then
think
you got fired because you kept yelling, "Ha, Tahanya!"
I was gonna say, I
did.
didn't remember Blarg in the final, the theatrical cut.
And Tim Rice slapped the shit out of me.
He is one to do that. I mean, not to talk out of school here, but he is.
Hey, we're among friends.
Yeah. I mean,
As long as Tim Rice isn't here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, we're having a good time
having a
here.
good time, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a break here, and we're going to come right back with more Griffin Newman talking about his new movie.
Disenchanted?
Oh, Disenchanted.
You're going to tell you right now, I blanked. Completely blanked.
Yeah.
I was going to say the naughty squirrel,
Disney
but
Plus.
who knows?
And this apparently is the theme song for Disenchanted. We just found this out from Disney Press. It's Funk 49 by the James Gang on 108.9 The Hawk.
Step inside, walk this way. Joe Elliott's Sugar Pouring Warehouse.
Hey! Can you take sugar? 1 line by 2. I'm Def Leppard frontman and sugar expert Joe Elliott, and I've decided that it was finally Joe's time to shine and plant his official Joe Elliott flag smack dab in the middle of the sugar industry with Joe Elliott's Sugar Pouring Warehouse. Now open on Hogg Street in Val Verde. There's gonna be real hysteria when you realize how many different types of sugar I have.
Powdered,
Got it.
classic,
It's everywhere.
brown,
Delicious, I have it.
big chunks.
I got 'em in my pocket. If it's sugar, I'm pouring it all over you at Joe Elliott's Sugar Pouring Warehouse. Because frankly, I'm hot, sticky, sweet. Sugar Pouring Warehouse on Hogg Street, yeah.
Are you ready for 4 tales of terror that will chill you to your bones? One of them is pretty good. 2 of them are not as good as you remember from when you watched it as a child. And one of them is very problematic. James Woods, Leslie Nielsen, and Susan Lucci in the 80s anthology horror classic Stephen King's Dream Nights and Landscapes, directed by the guy who did Pumpkinhead, here on Channel 8's Shockvemberfest. All horror, all November long, on Channel 8, your home for great shit.
Now you're messing with a
Hi, sorry, I just need to interject quickly
the
here.
chipmunk.
I have to make sure the
wow.
messaging on the movie is correct. That's not actually the official theme. We have a beautiful song score by Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz.
Alan
I don't
Menken.
know. Hold on. I'm
Wait.
Alan
Send you
Menken.
that
Let me
note,
look
but
on
it's-
what Disney
was he
sent
in
us.
Nazareth? Was Alan Menken was
I don't
the lead
remember.
singer for
Scotty.
No,
Was he ever in Nazareth?
Disney legend. I think he's got the most
Was he
Oscars
in
of
Judas
any
Priest?
living
Because sometimes you confuse
artist,
Nazareth
maybe.
and Judas Priest.
Did he ever slap me?
Little Mermaid, Beauty
Oh,
and
that's
the
a good
Beast.
question. Did he ever
Ooh,
slap
he did
Whisp
Little
Turlington?
Mermaid?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so he did
Well, then
some
he slapped me.
Original
Then he
songs
slapped,
for this.
yeah.
Love Power. I think that's going to be a real breakout this holiday season.
I
It's
did
great,
the
a ballad.
voice. I did the voice. Oh, that's a song that you think is going to be a Christmas song?
Idina Menzel. We got Idina Menzel in the film.
Adele Nazim.
Yes, she's Elsa, Princess Queen Elsa herself.
Avril Lavigne doing the
And
songs
she's
for
got
getting a lot of work.
a new
Avril
Alan
Lavigne.
Menken
I'm glad to
ballad.
see that skater girls, that skater boy.
Idina
is getting
Menzel.
the work.
How'd you make things so so disenchanted.
Oh, man.
I see the way Pip the squirrel is dancing in front of me.
Fantastic song. That was going to be a big one at the Hop Trees this year.
I better watch out for Tim Rice.
They're swooping. They're coming. Oh, wow.
Oh, God. I did just get a text message from Tim Rice, and he said, keep my name out of your mouth.
Oh, okay. So I guess Nazareth is going to be in the movie then, if we can't talk about Tim Rice.
I don't know. What was your Tim Rice question?
No, it almost felt like you took a pause in the middle of reading that text, like you were dropping a word that wasn't radio.
Oh, no, there are at least 5 words. Okay. And we fucking say everything on this show.
We fucking say every piece of shit word on here, but
the 5 words that Tim Rice just sent me in a text message.
If you want to talk about getting canceled,
Tim Rice can't say on radio.
Yeah, you want to talk about getting canceled, and we talk about it all the time. Tim Rice would get canceled for that.
He'd get so canceled.
If I love Tim Rice's text. Are you going to get canceled for Pimp the Squirrel?
You know, I mean, they
I don't think you can use Pimp as a character anymore.
No, I wouldn't use that.
I wouldn't use that. Even Whisp wouldn't use that.
I wouldn't do it, and I'm the worst person on earth.
They say any publicity is good publicity, but I think this is a family film.
That's my favorite. That's my publicity's good publicity.
From Oliver Twist.
Very much. I'm not intending to get canceled. I certainly put effort into trying to avoid it.
Because we don't want you to. Because we're happy you're here.
Scotty,
we're very happy.
Let them know that Griff Dog over here is not going to get canceled. All right, let Disney know.
You get the brief IMDb star meter bump, but I find that it's a short-lived bump. And it ends up not being a great long-term career decision.
There are 2 things, Griffin, that feel perfect.
Yeah.
1, cocaine anywhere.
Disney film.
Between toes.
Yeah, sure.
In armpits, noses. Second thing, that star meter bump.
That star meter bump.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I go to IMDb and I see Whisp Turlington. 322.
Any day you're able to crack the top 5,000,
it
feels so great. You feel like you exist.
You get calls from people you never would have gotten calls before.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
where
my
they're
agent.
Like, what you working on?
My dad, yeah.
What you working on, Whisp? And I'm like, well, I've got a morning show.
Sure.
I've been chasing that bump ever since. I only have 2 credits on IMDb.
What are those?
I got student film. All right.
And it's called Student Film.
It was called Student Film, and I was like, this title's not going to work. Yeah. And it was at Val Verde Community.
Very lazy.
And they only showed it once in Val Verde Community in a class, and yet it still showed up on IMDb.
Okay.
And then I'm also in a commercial for Chestnuts.
Oh, wow.
No, but was it roasting time again?
I was the voice when I was a little boy.
Do it for me.
It's roasting time again.
Oh, my God. That got me to roast so many fucking nuts.
You didn't read for Pip. I would have had competition.
Disney. Too late. Get Jeff the Anchorman Garlic on the horn because
picture is locked. Thank
these
God.
pipes are coming. What's that? Disney's on the
Tim
horn.
Rice.
Oh,
He's
Tim
texting
Rice.
me again. This is a picture. And wow.
Can you describe it, or is that?
Yeah, I can describe it. No. I will describe it. There's a middle finger.
Okay.
Where is my? It's down by a crotch.
Wow.
But it's not his. It's the cat suit I wore.
Okay.
And he's got an AR-15 sticking out of it.
It's no good.
I can describe this.
Is he wearing a Let's Go Brandon shirt?
He's not. He's not. Oh, don't do that to Tim. Tim is not a Let's Go Brandon
That's what
guy.
I've heard.
He doesn't like The Crow.
No, he's more of a libertarian.
He doesn't like The Crow. I forgot. And of course, we just had Devil's Night on Halloween, and we all watched The Crow. Of course, that's what we all do. I'm just glad he didn't send you that 2 Girls, 1 Cup video. He's always
does
sending
that all the time.
Because it's like we are way past that.
We're
way past that online.
That's from, of course, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Yogurt down on Hog Street here in Val Verde.
Fantastic little yogurt shop, 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Talk about sort of going viral, helping a small business.
Oh my God! They weren't even connected.
I know it kept their name.
The goddamn name before.
Susie and Betty over there with 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Susie, Betty,
and I tell you, and they didn't have chocolate. That's the crazy part. That was their thing. We only do
only.
It was like a Cold Stone Creamery frozen yogurt mashup, and it would melt very quick when they put it on that slab.
And I love watching their commercials, but when I plug it into the YouTube, I'm just like, oh.
Right next to Lemon Party, the fresh squeezed lemon place.
Have you gone down to Lemon Party?
And does that allow lemon sour fat?
Franny's Lemon Party is some of the best lemonade we got in goddamn Val Verde, but that one got negative publicity. They had to shut down right away.
No one wants to be invited to that party.
Hey, so Griffin, you know,
speaking of Disney,
so this is a great movie. We're all excited to see it. You know,
really excited.
What's the future for your little your chipmunk?
Pip. You know, hopefully, you know, I think the story possibilities are endless. I think we could see a sequel. I think we could see a spin-off.
I hope so.
I'd love to sort of reach out into the mobile game. I think that's a really exciting space. With a lot of narrative potential.
If they were going to do
cell phone games,
if they were going to do a mobile game of Pimp the Chipmunk.
Pimp the Squirrel.
Let's make sure we drop
Let's
that in.
get it right. Pimp the Squirrel.
Pimp the Squirrel.
Pimp the Chipmunk.
Are you thinking like a Doom?
Oh, yeah. Wolfenstein 3D style.
No, I think we maybe stay away from first-person shooter.
No, people don't like Nazis. And I don't know if you know that. If you have Pimp the Squirrel shooting down Nazis with a Gatling gun.
I think we might go more for like a sort of match 3 game. Or like a
card thing?
Where you line up like the gems.
Oh, the gems. Okay. But what if they're nuts?
Sure, great.
Nut Crush.
That's a great pitch.
How about that? Pimp the Squirrel's Nut Crush.
Nut Crush, like he says, when you score.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, by the way, hey, Disney, this is legally binding. Jeff the Angry Man Garlic and Whisp, we get a percentage of this.
I'm going to line up.
So what's that, a 33 and a third? We get 33 and a third, just like on a record.
I'm going to
just like the show Vinyl that you were on. Look at this. It all comes together.
I'm going to line up these 3 nuts. And then they go, and then it says, Nut Crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you give us a Pimp the Squirrel doing a Nut Crush?
Yeah, I'll do the other sound. Okay. So three nuts in a row. Here we go. And then I got them in a row, and then it's...
Hey, quit crushing my nuts over here.
I win it all.
It's kind of fun. He's like a little... Because he's a little salty, the character. Maybe he doesn't love that you're winning in the game.
This is a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, no.
What?
Tim Rice is in the parking lot.
Oh, God. Oh, no. The problem is Tim Rice has come to the parking lot before, and it's never good.
Yeah.
That's his RV.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is definitely his RV.
Once he came and showed up at the studio, he destroyed the 31 flavors.
He did?
He just destroyed, and I mean the bathroom. He just destroyed the bathroom at the 31 flavors in the memorial meatloaf butt of the building.
It's a nice thing to have so many flavors in a bathroom, and then they were gone.
31 flavors in the bathroom.
They were gone.
All because of Tim Rice.
Don't think I can't see you, Tim Rice.
You're hiding
I do
behind the tree.
You.
He thinks he's invisible.
That is the weird part about this guy, right? I think it's all the booze.
The fucking RV says Tim Rice on the side.
It says it right there.
I know.
Tim, don't taunt the Hawks. You can ask Mikki. He's not going to say get away from.
Oh, speaking of tree number 3, let's go over there.
Mikki. Oh God, have we lost Mikki again?
Son of a bitch.
Have the Hawks take? Yep. You know what? I'm going to say it. There goes the Hawk with. He's got Mickey's ponytail in his beak, and he's coming right for Tim Rice's head.
There he goes.
There goes Tim Rice.
There goes Tim Rice.
Oh.
We knew it would happen. We knew
and the
it
quarterback is toast, just like in Die Hard, right? Oh.
Just like in Die Hard.
Just like in Die Hard.
Oh my God, my favorite Halloween movie, Die Hard.
One of my favorite Halloween movies,
and
that's on Shocktoberfest on Channel 8. They're always showing Die Hard.
Yep, it's Shockvember on Channel 8
I can't believe Shocktoberfest hasn't ended. We started the Hawk trees. Tim Rice is dead. Shocktoberfest is not ending.
Wow, what a great day. It's been a wonderful having you here with us.
Thank you so much. It's really, truly an honor.
I cannot wait to play Pimp the Squirrel and crush them nuts.
My God. Here we go.
Let's make sure we keep the M out of there.
I'm going to line up 8 nuts and...
Mega Crush!
Oh, I got a Mega Crush. You fuckers, I retired here. I got the Mega Crush.
I got a feeling I'm going to finally have a house from the royalties from this game.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to change a lot of things. Disenchanted in...
No, Disney Plus.
No, that's
Go to your local theater, definitely, to go see Disenchanted. They'll tell you go home.
Pretty much any device is supported, I would say, but not a theater.
Make sure you watch Disenchanted on your phone.
In the theater.
It's
on the subway.
It's how we intended it.
Take a subway to the theater and watch it in the lobby and have some good popcorn.
We're going to have some good popcorn. Well, thank you again, Griffin, for being here on the Whisp Turlington Show. We are here for another 4 hours right outside VAL VERDE VALLEY MALL.
We got to clean up Tim Rice's body.
Honestly, we got an RV we could hang in right now if we wanted.
I'm thinking of going in there to protect myself from the Hawks.
I think you just found a home.
Oh, got to get a new home.
And now we're in the interview.
Griffin, thank you for coming because now Jeff the Angry Man Garlic finally has a home and it's Tim Rice's mobile RV.
That's what it is. And that's the way it's going to be from now on. Welcome.
I'd love to push the story forward.
Oh my God. So you are honestly in Disenchanted on Disney Plus.
Yes.
When is it on Disney
November 18th. It was going to be a Thanksgiving release and they pulled it up a week.
So that's going to be the week that this comes out.
Oh, well, hey now.
And here's another very special thing.
You know the best movie time to watch movies is the week before Thanksgiving.
I always
when
say
you're running around trying to get your bag backpacks.
Get it out of the way before your family is there.
Exactly.
Right? This is not a movie that you're going to want to watch.
It's not a movie you watch with your family.
You're not going to watch this with the kids.
Not. No, get it out of the way in between Thanksgiving errands, the highest stress time of the
watch
year.
it with my kid and blow his mind that I know the voice of Pip the Squirrel.
It is. Look, it is.
He's like, wait a second, you know Pimp?
It is the coolest part of this. It's I've done a fair amount of animation, but most of the animation I've done has been more adult leaning stuff. And it's like Orko, although that
which
shows
is fun
a little
though, because
yes.
my kid, I had my mother send up a box of my old He-Man, which he has also kind of destroyed some of them. It's like really working against my collector instinct.
Yes.
I actually pulled Mosquito out because I was like, Mosquito is actually kind of worth money, and I'm not going to let you rip those legs
get that
off.
guy leaking. That's the other thing with
not
Mosquito.
Either,
you
too.
have
That's the part. And I'm worried about that.
Right.
But he loves Orko.
Orko rules.
Because he plays with them all the time, and I was like,
I'm going to say,
I'm going to introduce you to a guy named Griff Dog one day.
It might be Daddy's friend. No, it is. It's cool, like because I have so many friends now who have children, and you're in that point in time where you're like, I need to establish myself as a cool parent friend.
Yeah.
You want to place yourself in the mind of the kid at under 5 at like Uncle Griff status.
Yeah.
So I feel like being the cartoon chipmunk is going to get me some footing.
Because Uncle Griff status can go the wrong way.
It can. No, I want good Uncle Griff status. Yeah.
I will say I don't usually get jealous because as an actor, I really try to stay in my own business.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in my own business. But I felt something when you got Orko because as a kid, I was always like, I always wanted to voice Orko. He was one of the best. He's one of the best characters.
I'm always proud of Griff Dog's achievements, honestly, because you do get a lot of achievements, and I am your daddy.
Yes, you are. You are Daddy
Daddy.
Jeff.
Director for a very long time on one of the greatest UCB sketch teams.
Yes, the last great UCB sketch team. Only because they shut the theater down mid-run.
Literally because of life.
Right.
Oh my God, that's right.
I very specifically have gotten to check off a lot of like wish list things that are so specifically dreams of mine. And Orko, I was the same way as you, Jason, where it was, I would love to play Orko. I would joke about it in the abstract, and then I heard they were bringing the show back, and it is, without competition, the most aggressively I have ever fought for any job.
Yeah.
Because I was so...
I get it.
I was like, if anyone else plays him, I'm going to be so annoyed and jealous.
Right,
I was like, I will do every single thing I can.
Yeah.
I worked it from every possible angle. I was like...
It's so good. It's so
Isn't
good.
it, though, also, like, as you keep going in this career, that we realize that, honestly, the best part about it is just checking off a box sometimes.
No,
like,
truly.
it's just...
God. To be able to check off a box is a fucking feat.
To just do the
Basically,
thing.
the only thing you can actually control, like, you don't have things going to turn out or what they're going to pay you or if anyone's going to like it or whatever.
Yes.
But you can be like, I thought at one point it would be cool to play Orko, and then I did.
Yeah.
You got sent to Val Verde to promote a movie.
I did, yeah. I had to fly myself out.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
I sent myself.
Right into Val Verde.
Yeah.
And, the international has quotation marks around it on the sign.
I sent myself out to Val Verde.
Spirit Airlines only.
Yeah.
You do so much, man. You've got your podcasts, Blank Check.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, about
which
movies.
everybody loves, man.
Not everybody, but
dude,
it's,
so many people. Like what I saw.
Many people
the film Twitter.
I saw fucking what's his name? Timothy Simmons.
Yes, Tim Simons. Yes,
Timothy Simons.
I got his name
about it.
wrong for the first, I think, 5 years of being friends with him. He's a very kind man who never corrected me.
He is one of the greatest. We just rewatched Veep.
Yes.
What a Jonah makes that show for me.
And one of the tallest people of all time.
So tall.
Absurd. Absurd.
Tall, not as tall as Robert Wadlow, who was the tallest man in the world, and you can see him at every
Guinness,
Ripley's, believe it or
Ripley's,
not,
in the Empire State Building Museum.
Yes. But yeah, no, he tweeted about it the other day, and I'm like, man, everybody loves that show.
We had him on Shining episode recently.
Nice.
We're finishing up the films of Stanley Kubrick. That'll be ending right around the time this episode comes out.
Little guy.
But he did The Shining, and the next we are doing Henry Selick.
Oh shit!
He's got his first new film in 13 years, so it felt like a good time to talk about him. But yeah, we pick a director and we do all of their movies, one episode, one movie at a time.
That rules.
With different guests. Yeah.
Such a good podcast. Of course, you're part of the George Lucas Talk Show.
Yes, which has been referred to as the worst podcast on the internet, even though it's not. But it's we do live streams and we tour around a little, do live shows. It's an improvised talk show. Connor Ratliff, one of the finest people in the world, plays George Lucas, and I play Watto from the prequels, and we interview real people as themselves. Patrick Cotner is the producer.
The Rat.
Has finagled his way into being
Pat the Rat.
on camera and on stage. Pat the Rat.
No, it's fantastic. It really got me through those early months of the pandemic where everybody's inside and you guys were just constantly doing these shows. We're just so
we would do like
helpful.
fucking 12 hours a week.
But it was great. It was great to turn on and just see what would, because you never know. You never knew what was going to happen.
We didn't, and there was also, it was that point in the bell curve where suddenly you could get anyone to do anything because everyone was stuck at home. And like, so we like fucking interviewed Whoopi Goldberg as like Watto, you know?
Amazing.
Like people would come on screen and sometimes we would be surprised. You know, Patrick wouldn't tell us who was going to come on. Sometimes we knew we were booking someone and
Did you know Whoopi was going to pop up?
I did. If I could take some credit, I was the one who finagled that through a couple degrees away.
Okay.
But even still, until she comes on screen, you're like, this is not going to happen. Why is she going to exist in a StreamYard with me wearing a fucking stupid nose?
Look, I'll be the first to say it. The pandemic is a wild time.
Wild time.
Hey,
wild time.
I haven't heard that.
I mean, I like
it is
to
good
make
to
hot
hear.
takes.
It was a wild time.
It is
That's
good
a lemon
to hear.
sour right there.
That's a real lemon sour fact.
Needs to be said.
Yeah, and then so I do also want to say that I'm getting the signal from Geoff. We need to wrap it up because
some of us have to trick or treat.
Guys, we are recording this on Halloween, but this episode is a very special episode that we're very happy to have you on. This is our 1 year anniversary.
Really?
108.9 The Hog.
Yeah.
So. Thank you for being here and part of that, and thank you all for listening.
An honor.
Outside of Disenchanted, any plugs?
Yeah, blank check wherever podcasts are found.
Wherever you can find them.
Wherever you can find them. Disenchanted on Disney Plus, November 18th. The Masters of the Universe Revelation, which I'm Orko, is there are 10 episodes on Netflix now. We're
coming back.
We're doing
right?
a second season.
Okay,
I've
great.
recorded my stuff. Animation takes forever, so it'll probably be sometime next summer, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But Orko's back with a vengeance. This time it's personal.
Wonderful.
And the vinyl DVD,
the DVD exists if you go to secondhand stores. The show is no longer streamable anywhere. It is a
It
tax.
truly was. I just have to say it was the most fun. That I think when it was on, we were working together.
Yes.
And I would watch an episode every now and then and just be like, I don't even think he knows what he's talking about.
No.
Because I just knew, like, you're musical. Like, it's not like you don't know anything, but, like...
That's not my area necessarily.
Your area of expertise. And I'm, like, sitting there just, like, laughing because of, like, I'll talk to Griff for, like, 6 hours this week, and he wouldn't know anything.
I was like an A&R guy on the show who would come in chain smoking, being like, oh, the fucking contract fell through.
I love it.
But, hey, I liked it. I loved the show.
You know what? There was a Thin Lizzy scene that was cut out.
Oh, man.
Where I had to sing Jailbreak.
What? This motherfucker, this kid over here.
I know it was. You're wearing a Thin Lizzy hat right now. I just remembered this.
Gonna be a jailbreak.
Yeah, there was a scene where it was me at my desk, chain smoking, with headphones on, singing Jailbreak, top of my lungs.
Amazing.
And then like Cannavale comes in and punches the desk. He's like, "A fucking circus around this office place, whatever."
Everybody's singing Thin
I was
Lizzy.
made an example of. That scene was cut though, lost to time.
I mean,
was Mick Jagger ever on set? Like, you're doing great there. Oh, Griffin.
He was. I'll say the pilot. He was there.
He was there.
Like every day. I don't think he was past that point ever.
Okay.
But it was funny because it would just be standing behind the monitor, dressed like a dad,
with like a sweatshirt or something, or just like sweatpants,
reasonable like chinos, and he'd have a baseball cap on, and it was just like you'd be like, that's an odd looking guy with a weird energy.
Yes.
And then you'd be like, that's Mick Jagger, not in Mick Jagger attire.
Right.
It's weird to see him like off.
He goes off stage and he immediately puts his Crocs on.
Right, and he just lean over and give like notes, not to us, but to whoever else was in Video Village.
But
and
you could hear him because he's so loud. He's just like, right there.
But in all seriousness, like he's talking like Mick Jagger, but quietly. And he's
Could someone tell Griffin to do better or drink a Pepsi?
Yeah. I'll
tell you what brown sugar's about. It's like, all right, we're not even on that scene.
We don't want to know. We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Guy to see in that mode. Yes.
Oh my God. Well, Griffin, again, thank you for being here. We got to have you back soon. It's been so much fun. Dream having you here. And Geoff, happy 1 year anniversary to one of the dumbest podcasts around.
And one of the greatest comedic things both of us have ever done.
Hands down.
Paper
Hands
anniversary.
down.
What is 1 year?
Yeah, I think it is paper.
I think it is paper.
So, yeah, if you just pay us before you leave.
Yeah, we're going to need that payment.
It's a pay-to-play podcast.
Yeah.
That's the new model.
Yeah,
Orson Welles predicted that.
Yes.
But where can people find us for the rest of the year?
Well, you can still find us at 1089thehawk.com. Go there. If you click on store, you can buy a dumb t-shirt. If you want to be a part of a 108.9 The Hawk episode, click on the right side of the screen. It says Talk to the Hawk. You can leave us a voicemail. You can act like you're requesting something.
Remember, if you're giving a 5-star review, give us a 5-star review. And you got to say, I really like this, Jeff.
I really like
in
this,
your
Jeff.
review. And you got to let us know what classic rock songs were killed by classic rock.
Yeah, just let us know. And more of the Whisp Turlington audiobook coming up as bonuses, more Hawk Rock Talks coming up, and a lot of really
Maybe even an anniversary shirt.
Oh,
we
my
might
God.
finally have our Alienating Through Specificity.
Alienating
108.9
through
The Hawk.
Specificity.
Sure.
108.9 The Hawk. So much stuff and even more to come in the new year. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on 108.9 The Hawk.